Yeah, hi, good evening all. Hope everyone has been back. Okay, so again from the previous session. Okay, so hi Swapnil, hi Pradeep, hi Ankit. Okay, so like in the previous session we had a discussion. So right, so yes, the same. Okay, yeah, hope everyone has been fine and like it's a weekend, right? So everyone will be enjoying the weekends. Okay, so today we have some kind of project. Okay, so even I've been mentioned that name. Okay, so already yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Of course, it's like a cool climate here in Hyderabad presently. Okay, and hope even other places also will be the same, like cool, and hope like health wise also has been fine for everyone. Yeah, I'm fine. Yes, Ravulu. Yeah, Saurav. Yes, I'm fine. Okay, cool, cool. Right. So hope. Yes, of course. Weekends, of course, will be hang like and I used to go out, right? So that's it. Right. Yeah, fine. So okay. So shall we go with this? Okay, so like go with this correspond like project view. Okay, so many have been like asking what kind of project also we are trying to decide here. Okay, so even yesterday they have been asking. So what will be the upcoming projects and so on. So related to ML wise, okay, so we'll try to see which is also kind of um, it's like it's like in banking kind of domain. Okay, so related to insurance, we are trying to see it out. Okay, so in that point of it, like even it's like a real time, we can able to say because I'll try to show where I'm trying to pick out that particular project also from the direct kind of website. Okay, maybe you might have been heard that or not, not like an like how you mentioned like Kaggle and so on. Okay, so different website we are trying to see, and maybe some might have been known, some might not. Okay, so if it is like totally new means okay, so then you can able to try many different projects from that website also. Okay, so in that wise we'll try to see, and the project name I'll show it out also. Okay, so it's like kind of banking as I mentioned already just now even, so banking insurance kind of project. Okay, so in that even it's been going on actually the in outside like domain wise, if you see some banks still they're trying to apply this and create a model where even it will be a part of like two phases. Okay, so related to NLP also will be a part of it, and from that only like there is to find out like how a person can able to get their opinion, and then they can able to make it in a business market view also. Okay, that is a two phases part we have. So when I try show, I'll try to explain about that project also. Okay, so fine. So I think everyone has been eagerness to see about that. What is that project and so on. Okay, okay, no, right. So I'll just share it out. Just a second. Let me share. So I'll try to see. Okay, so maybe you might have been seeing this. Okay, so this is actually a website. Okay, so Docship is one of the website. So it has been present. Okay, so like how Kaggle used to do, right? The same format. Okay, so Docship is one of the website we have it. In that only I've been taken. Okay, so kind of insurance related to it. Okay, so insurance prediction we can able to mention that. Okay, so it will be loading, so you can just check it out. So in that they're trying to give some description also what we are trying to find out and so on. Okay, so in that point of it, they're trying to see that description view. Okay, so later on I'll share it out the link also, so then you can able to see in depth view of it. Okay, fine. So let's just again. Right, so now can check this. Okay, so hope everyone able to see it now. Okay, so this was the website which I was trying to mention. So in that, like related to machine learning model, we are trying to see, and the challenge, it's like kind of some challenges they used to give it. Okay, so kind of difficulty and easy and medium, so on. So in that point of it, so this we are trying to check, and even in the real view in banking also, they are trying to use this as a model which they can able to implement, and based on that, for multiple features or multiple input specifications what they are trying to get from that, they want to predict the insurance, whether the person will be able to buy that insurance or not. Okay, so let's say you have some vehicle. Okay, so this is an example I try to mention. So you have some vehicle here, and I have some vehicle. So from that vehicle, like my insurance has been almost near to that, so like kind of expire and so on. So based on that, I used to search. Okay, so when I'm trying to search the data according mainly from my privacy data and so on, so related to the vehicle, so on, so we'll be trying to get shared, right? So in that point of it, so it will be trying to get from my input specifications. So what's the vehicle name and which year it has been and so on. Previous was the insurance premium amount and so on. So based on that, whether the person is being getting interested to buy that any new insurance or the same insurance, or even previous existing company insurance and so on. Okay, so depend on even kind of vehicle damages and many things we have it. Okay, so according to that, this kind of for a customer, they want to fit out a model. Okay, so from that model, if any new vehicle you're trying to display the details, so automatically it should be able to trigger whether the particular customer is trying to get, trying to buy, or trying to make an opinion. Okay, in that point of it, interested to buy that insurance or not. So this will be the main motive. So model wise, that is one phase. Okay, so model wise, you're trying to create, and it's like trying to create as a file. But another phase we have is like through that further in a business perspective, that normally once let's say like policy bazaar and all we have it, right? So once you just enter in that website and give some details, automatically you used to get a call related to what you have been searching here. Okay, so in that point of it, like for this also, like phase two, we have it like through mails or through calls and so on, or through SMS, they can able to send to a particular person who is being interested. Because like two categories you can able to make it, right? So who's been interested in that to buy an insurance, who is not interested in to buy that insurance. So who has been interested in the second phase of it, we can able to share the mails, and we can able to share the SMS, and we can able to share some calls and so on. In that way they can able to buy it out also, so it might happen. Okay, so in that point of it only we are trying to see. Okay, so this is even which has been running also in a real time use, still it's been running in the banking sectors. Okay, so as a point of description here, uh, sorry, so it's like in many different input categories. Okay, it's like, I mean, not like categories, like kind of input specifications. Okay, so many all the about the data set and so on, they have been given, and we are trying to train a model. Okay, so we are trying to create some model in that way. Okay, so mainly for analysis also, it will be much taken time also for this one. Okay, so when you can see like related to ID, some kind of customer ID we had, gender, age wise, so driving license, of course, Honda always been having vehicles, of course they have like an driving license and so on, and a region code maybe related to a particular location wise, and previously insured or not. Okay, so some might be having that insurance, some might not. Okay, so in that way also we have some details. And vehicle age. Okay, so vehicle age is like when it is being bought. Okay, from the like newly they have been bought, that vehicle means how many days it has been taken by, or how many months, or how many years. So in that point of it, and vehicle damage. So sometimes the vehicle might be got damaged. Based on that, also insurance will be differing it, right? Like a new vehicle and old vehicle differentiation, and annual premium, of course, previous annual premium what they have it, and policy channels. So normally for vehicle policy, some kind of ID or some name or code will be present, of course. So that as a policy channel. And vintage is something but like let's say like you already have some insurance like in ifco tokyo or any particular insurance. So how, for how many days or how many months or how many years you have been in the same insurance company. I mean, you are using that particular insurance for that vehicle, or you have been shifted to another insurance. Okay, so it might happen. So that also they're trying to have some information from that. So number of days customers has been in that company. Okay, using that insurance for that particular vehicle. That's what. Because instead of some might be shifting also to other insurance, so that might happen. And these are all the till now here all kind of input specifications or input attributes enabled say it out, and the outcome is like response. Okay, so which we are trying to mention as a target or predictions. Okay, so like customer will be interested or not interested and so on. Okay, so this is the present kind of data even which have been mentioned, like still has been running the company in the banking wise and so on. Okay, based on this, like for the business or like B2B ways, so they are trying to do it out. So for the sales growth of the particular company. Okay, so this already have been download that kind of data which is being present already have been download that. Okay, so like to kind of like train and test and so on. Okay, so for now we'll try to see the train data and kind of morely related to exploration part of it, and the model through scientific kit learn. So one of the model try to apply it and check it out also. Okay, so main thing is like further if you have been in ML and so on, so it takes time. Okay, so model wise, okay, but tuning wise and through analysis and so on. So to generate that itself will be taking much amount of time. Okay, so that is only a difference we have it. Okay, so this particular kind of insurance prediction we'll try to do it out. Okay, so let me try to open my Jupyter notebook so then you can able to check it further. Okay, so hope everyone have been seen this. So I think now we might have been no. So what is the project name and so on, which we are going to do it. Okay, yeah. So of course, like everyone will till end up to instead of end up to at least like basic, which we have been mentioned about the step by step, right? So ML life cycle we have it, right? So that ML life cycle ways we can able to do it. Right. So just for your understanding, even that yesterday I was mentioning about that life cycle step by step for the business understanding and the data mining step and even data cleaning process. So business understanding view that requirements have been given now. Okay, that is like kind of client which is being shared. That part now have been specified. Okay, so now further the steps. Okay, so in that format I'll show it out also, and you can able to learn. Okay, so no need to worry about that. You cannot able to download the data set. Okay, so further the last even I'll try to share the data set also. Okay, so no need to worry about those things. Okay, so fine. Okay, let me give some name. So ML insurance prediction. Okay, right. So as per now, okay, so I'll just try to give the heading itself. Okay, so related to this business understanding. Normally, the step name itself, I'm trying to give it. Okay, so let me specify the same. So mainly we need to find out the kind of customer will be buying that insurance or not. Okay, so that is the main focus, right? Or main goal you can able to mention. Okay, so that I'll write out here itself. Okay, so the main aim of this challenge and so on. So customer will be interested or not interested. Right. So okay. So I think present you like a dataset already been downloaded. Maybe it's been ended. That's why dataset not able to download it so on. So not you worry. I have that my local drive. Further at the end I'll try to share it out. Okay. Fine. So now another step. I mean second step we have is like data mining. Okay, so in that data mining, yesterday I was trying to mention. So what we are going to do in that data mining. So mainly for kind of research or study of a particular data. Okay, so already the columns or that particular fields which we have been seeing, so which have been almost known. Okay, known columns. If it's like totally unknown columns, mean then you can able to make it as a full research of it. Okay, so all the known columns we have it. So there we can able to get it out also. Okay, so now in this view, so let me import all my libraries. Okay, so importing the libraries. is importing the libraries present. Libraries are nothing but those previous which we had the NumPy, pandas and all, right? So those are the libraries. So I'll try to import before itself. Import NumPy. Okay, so if it's not like if required only this NumPy library I can able to use it. So if not required, so just for now you can able to import and you can able to use it as it is. Okay, so later on some might be required, some might not, based on our own view. Okay, and for pandas, of course, we have it. So for pandas and matplotlib, so later on for representation and so on. So matplotlib, if required, you can able to do it. So matplotlib.py plot as plt. And even I've been mentioned like Seaborn also, right? So maybe at the last, I might be using that Seaborn library. So you can able to see it now. And even I'll try to explain like kind of basic view which has been required for Seaborn itself. Okay, so from this data set, we'll try to apply it. Okay, so now these are the present libraries which has been required. And further, of course, we need to get the data. Okay, so which I mentioned like I've been downloaded the data, right? And it's not like just for now you can just see it out and further on you can able to try. Okay, so because like first time you are trying to do it means then you can able to make it as a practice, which I am trying to do it and so on. Okay, like a practice wise at least you can able to make it as a foundation. Okay, right. So I'll try to import the data. So of course, many have been mentioning about pandas, and like even yesterday I was trying to mention how to import the data also functionality wise. Same, I'll try to display it here. So even I'll try to give some comments on that. Okay, so meaning like a step-by-step view. Okay, so in that format, so I'll try to load my data set or load the data. Okay, so we are trying to load the data here. So as I mentioned, like already have been downloaded. So let me, it's a kind of CSV file only. Okay, so based on your, what kind of extension of that particular data, it might be CSV or it might be a Excel file or maybe like a text file also. It differs. Okay, so according to that file only, you can able to load it. So that functionality has been required. So present is like kind of a CSV. So let me check it once and data which I'm trying to mention it out. Okay, so just a second. The data wise, let me see. It is in documents. Okay, so it's a CSV file only. That file name just as trying to see. So it's a train dot CSV. Okay, so this I'll try to share it out. Okay, so later part. So even you can even store it, right? So that particular data. So let me give it as data. This variable name you can give anything. Okay, so no to make it like same similar view. So variable name you can able to give your own variable name itself. Okay, so now the data which have been loaded. So here this is the data we have it. So what and all attributes and so on. Okay, ID, gender, even in the description part I've been mentioned out. Okay, so these are the columns and their meaningful points. So many we had it. Okay, and the outcome or the target which for prediction and all they try and use it out also. So nothing but response. Okay, so this is the last, I mean the last column which is being present. That will be the target. Okay, so in this one, okay, so in that view, like, okay, so which I've been mentioning it out. Okay, so just a second, you just let me check it out. Okay, so then I'll try to share the data. So just a second, let me check. Okay, so just hold on. Let me share it as a link itself. So it'll be easy to download. Okay, so your data set. Okay, I'll just keep it in my drive. Okay, so it'll be better to share it as a link. Okay, so actually we have like in two data sets. Okay, so both you can able to download. It's a kind of train and test. Okay, so both the data which has been required also. Okay, so further it will be very easy for you even if I am trying to make it as a testing. Okay, okay, so we'll be getting the link now. Okay, right. Okay, fine. So I've been shared. So of course we'll be getting. So meantime we'll try to continue with that. Okay. So now all the required fields. Okay. So which is being present here. So we are going to use it, and based on that, we can able to make our own analysis. Analysis means like we are trying to get that particular information. Okay. So in that way you can able to trigger. Okay. So now let's see here for the view. So, as I mentioned, like of course, some missing kind of information might be present in the data. Okay, so at least maybe we can able to view whether it is being present or not. So to check, we have some functionalities behind it. Okay, so in that step, we'll try to see. Okay, and even you can able to find out how many number of uh, records and columns which have been available. Okay, so data dot shape. Okay, so if we try to give it like data or shape, you can see like almost it's like 3 lakh of records which have been present and 12 columns. Okay, so from this data, so in the training part of it, and similarly maybe for the test data also for now I will not be using. So further we'll try to list out also. So for the test data also it might be having. Okay, so now according to this, so the second step we have been done. So trying to import the data and research is like our own kind of what are the column name, I mean what is the meaning of that column name and so on. Okay, so of course all the columns which have been known kind of columns only, so which have been mentioned. Okay, so and that's why we have been going with the next step here. So first step, business understanding. Second step, we have it as in data mining, and the third step will be our further for cleaning process. So if any kind of missing information, so if it has been present, we can able to remove or we can able to replace if we have been known. Okay, so kind of imputations we used to mention. Okay, so if you have been known, then you can able to replace those in a point of missing information. Okay, so let's say like Excel sheet we have right now. Excel sheet, the cell is being blank. That particular column cell, one of the cell is being blank. That we say it is a missing information. Okay, in that point of it, either to replace or either to remove that whole row itself. Okay, so that's the point I was trying to mention. Okay, so that is the third step we have it. Okay, so this how a step-by-step flow, which for any particular ML model or ML algorithm, if you are trying to do it for any particular project, step will be the same. Okay, these steps if you have been familiar with that, then it will be very much easy so to apply a particular or to create a generate or model and so on. Okay, so now we'll go for the third step. So let me try to go. So data cleaning process, let me give some little bit of bigger heading. Okay, so now in this, like, what are the functionalities you can able to use it? Okay, so now can able to learn. Okay, so kind of easy way to understand. Also, I'll try to mention. So with our variable name, so we have a function called as dot is null. Okay, so meaning of that functionality itself, like, is there any null values or not, or is there any missing information or not? So easily you can able to specify it. Okay, so if there is any null value, then to display it or a kind of boolean format like true or false will be trying to display it here. Okay, so variable name dot is null, and if you see here, if I just execute, just check it out the outcome. Okay, so you can see like true or false we have it, right? So in that format only you are trying to see. Okay, so now you can check this. So where and all if it has been true, suppose, okay, so from the data where and all if it has been true, the meaning like there is some missing information, but it's like very kind of large kind of data, right? So each and everything cannot able to view it. Okay, so either you can able to make it like dot sum. Dot sum means like for each and every column, if there is any null value, then it will be displaying a total, like how many null values have been present for this particular column and so on, or for this particular field. Can you able to mention it out? Okay, so presently we got like everything has been zero. Okay, zero is nothing but for all ID column or gender, whatever may be. So all columns like zero null values or zero missing information. Presently, there is no any missing values present in our data set. If there is any particular, like let's say this for example, I'm trying to mention, okay. So let's say like age we have it. So if age contains any like two missing information. So here it will be displaying as two. So then we can able to go to that particular record and you can able to check it out. So what is the missing information? Either you can able to fill it out or either replace or either you can able to drop that whole row itself or the whole record you can able to drop it out. Okay, so that I'll try to give the functionality name also if suppose. Okay, so if suppose that particular missing information has been present. Okay, so I'll show that also. Okay, so for now, presently there is no missing information, and it's better like when you try and do some project. Okay, so try to give some summary. Okay, so in a summary format, if you're trying to give it, that'll be very much easier even when you're trying to share it to others. Okay, so even for client or anyone. Okay, so try to give some summary. Summary means like kind of description. Okay, so very simple. Okay, so let me write it here summary. So like present. Okay, so present. Uh, there is okay. So present. No missing information in our train data. Okay, so by reading that, okay, so now we got that. So there is no missing information and so on. So now they can able to understand. Okay, so because like technical and non-technical people both combined, they might be present. Okay, in the client view and so on. For that case only, we are trying to give it as an explainable view. Okay, so and even another way to check it out also. This is one kind of functionality. Okay, so dot is null and dot sum. Okay, this is one function. Okay, so to check any missing information, to check any missing information. Even another way also we have it. Okay, I mean another functionality wise, so let me display it here. So we have it as data dot, I mean the variable name dot info. Okay, so that info is like information, like full information of the data. Okay, so it'll be trying to get displayed here. Okay, so now we can check this. Okay, so here is the full view. Okay, so about the particular data and so on. So you can see like which have been mentioned already, that shape part, right? How many number of records we had and so on. Okay, so in this like almost 3 lakhs and from 0 to and so on. Okay, so almost 3 lakhs and 4,887. And you can able to display like what kind of data type also. Okay, so for each and every column, where is like an integers, okay, that which we have been in the starting of the ML view, okay, or starting of this Python, I was mentioning about data types. So what column it will be, whether it's like an integer or string or it might be float. We have been mentioning it out, right? So that concept. So now you can see it here. Object is nothing but like string. Okay, another word they're trying to display here in ML view or through pandas. So for the string, they're trying to mention it as an object because gender and all we had it like male or female. Okay, so if you see, go back to the data, like I see here, so male or female is like a word, right, which is being like a string. That's why we are trying to get as an object is nothing but string only, the data type I'm trying to mention. And id was like an integers and age will be an integer and so on. Okay, which where we have that word sometimes or even some numerical also might be given in quotations that will be taken for the string format. Okay, the data type view. Okay, so here you can check this. So this is not like list of view through our functionality itself. Okay, so you can able to apply it out. Okay, so this is also one more function, and here is trying to display like non-null, right? So meaning like which and all not a null value. So how many number of records in that particular column, not a null value. Okay, so all the records for each and every column are non-null only. If suppose there is null values, then this count will be reduced. So let's say like even I've been mentioning about age. Let's say like age has two null values. So the count of it will be reduced here, 3 lakhs for 4,885. Okay, it will be reduced, but here presently we don't have. Just as an example I'm trying to mention. Okay, so all the non-null values will be trying to display. That is the only difference we have. Okay, so this is also one more function we call as a full information of the data. Okay, so it will be displaying that format. Full information of the data will be trying to display here. Okay, so these two have been mostly which is being used for data cleaning process to check the null values have been available or not. So in that format, we are trying to see. If suppose there is null value, then what is the functionality we can able to use it or we can able to check and so on. There's nothing but if we had null values, okay, so either to change or either to replace, we can able to say, or either to fill those null values and so on, okay, or to drop it. Okay, so I'll show it out. So we can able to write it as like, okay, so if I'll just write it here. So if any missing information present in the data, then we can apply fill any, drop any, replace. Okay, so this is not like function names. Okay, so filling that null values, dropping that null values, and replace format. And if you want to mention the syntax means, I can able to show it out also. So syntax will be with our variable name. So okay, so data. Okay, this is a data is like my variable name which is being used. So data dot fill na. Okay, so filling that null value. This is how we can able to use it here. And for drop na, you can able to use like data dot drop na. Okay, so dropping that null values. So where and all we have that null value, the whole record. Okay, the whole row itself will be trying to get dropped. Okay, filling that null value is also that where we have null value, it will be trying it replaced. And particularly for a particular column means then we need to access that particular column, like how slicing we have been mentioned, right? We need to slice that particular record and so on through array we have been seen, same format. So we need to mention that column name and then you can able to fill that those null values and so on. And for replace is like just for replacing any other value. Okay, so normally we used to mention inside this functionality. Okay, so replace function also we have it here. Okay, so this is the third one. Okay, so based on this, so these are the like other kind of functions which required based on the missing information. Okay, so these like even like kind of popularity, I mean like popularity wise you can able to see, so these functions have been much used also. Okay, so it depends. Okay, so it depends on the data only. So present we had no missing information, that's why. So but I've been mentioned what are the functionalities we can able to use it out. Okay, that's the difference, right? So now we'll go for the next step. Okay, so till here like almost um, for the data mining we have been mentioned and data cleaning. Okay, so the next step, I mean the fourth step will be like exploration or exploratory data analysis we used to mention it out also. EDA they used to say. Okay, let me give the heading here. So for this like mostly for data analysis only. Like a meaning like to understand that from the particular data, like understanding that information or from the historical data. Old data means like historical view only. Okay, so what has been present and so on that way. So EDA, exploratory data analysis. Okay, so this is how they to say. Okay, or even data exploration also they can able to mention it. There's a meaning behind it. Okay, so like many different columns have been available. Okay, so in our data, so some might be kind of integers, some might be strings, and so on. So through representation wise or through our pandas, we can able to find out to get an information. So let's say many different columns, like let's say like gender we had. So I want to find out like how many male and how many female present in the data. That is also information, right? That is also kind of analytical wise we have been knowing about the data. Or even like age wise, let's say I want to differentiate. So there's a minimum age present in this particular data and maximum age wise. So you can able to find out, and you can able to create some range also. Let's say like normally for license means like we used to get from 18, okay, age of 18. So from 18 to 25. So how many number of customers have been available, and from 25 to 35 and so on. So 10, 10 you can able to create. So as an interval you can able to create, and you can able to display those records also. Okay, that is the main analysis we have it. Okay, so maybe like fully kind of analysis will be trying to do it. So that might be kind of understanding. Okay, so to in-depth understanding about the data which has been present, like historical data or old data. Okay, and even other kind of columns also, or other kind of fields also can able to use it. Driving license. Okay, so of course, maybe for this full data, all the customers of course will be having license. Without license, like for vehicles and all, it will be very difficult. Okay, so further when you try and drive it and so on. Okay, so let's try to apply it here for analysis. So if you want to see your columns, okay, so just if you want to see your column, just if you do the variable name dot columns, it will be trying to list out all the column names. Okay, this is just a property. Okay, so this is just a property. Like if you want to view your column names separately, then you can able to use that data dot columns. Okay, so to display the columns. So this just to as a property wise I just mentioned. Okay, so now I want to see how many, I mean, male and female customers present in the data. Okay, so I just want to view that. So let's say here, so data dot the data of gender. So data of gender means in my variable name, or in that particular data variable name, the gender column I'm trying to grab it. Okay, and in that like one of the functionality called as value count. So for male and for female, okay, so in a gender wise, so it will be trying to display the count value. Okay, so how many have been present male and how many have been present female here in this particular data. So dot value count. This is a function. Okay, so it's not like which I'm trying to mention, like a basic things, which is being more related. Okay, it's like not kind of basic, but even advanced view only. Okay, which is being more repeatedly used, even the real time view and so on. So which and all I've been applying is a kind of real time view only. Okay, so value counts which have been given. I'll try it out as an commenting here. Okay, so to display gender, okay, or to display how many male or female customers available. Okay, so available or like kind of a differentiation of the count, we also can able to mention it out here. Okay, so now you can see like when I've been executed. So for male and female, so comparing that, like male customers have been little bit high. Okay, maybe like 2000, I mean like 20,000 beyond that they have it out. Okay, and female customers a little bit less, but almost nearby. Okay, just only 20,000 difference between them. They have it out here, so almost less than 20,000. Okay, so this through one of the functionality called as value count. Okay, the value is nothing but that male one value and female one value. From that, they are trying to get differentiated. Okay, that is the main differentiation we have, and even we can able to plot this. Actually, we can able to through visualization from Seaborn, I can able to show it out. Okay, previously as mentioned about through Matplotlib, we have been done like basic wise. So now even you can able to learn. So with the Seaborn, we can able to apply as a representation for this analysis part. Okay, so and before that, even I want to check other kind of columns. Okay, so like age, driving license, and one more is like I just want to mention it, data types. Okay, so previously in .info we have been seeing the data types, right? So separately, if you want it also property wise, you can able to display, right? And let's say like for driving license, so almost everyone will be having the driving license in this data, I hope. So let me check the data of driving license dot value counts. Okay, the same function only. Okay, so for now I'm trying to use it. Okay, so like a few have been, one is nothing but having driving license. Okay, there's a meaning of it, like 0 and 1. Okay, so like yes or no, I can able to mention that in that meaningful point. So one is like having the driving license, and zero is like in how many customers have been without the driving license here. Okay, so in that meaningful way, you can able to do it. Okay, so like almost maximum 3 lakh of the customers having the driving license and 648 having no driving license. Okay, so that like for no driving license we can able to ignore. But actually, mostly for insurance and all, if you try to see insurance, I mean driving license has been must. Okay, so to take it and so on for vehicle, I'm trying to mention. So you can able to ignore that. So or any, you can able to make as a kind of alerting kind of view. So for these customers, you can able to send by this driving license and so on. Have a driving license or kind of mandatory for the insurance. You can able to highlight make it as an alerting view also for those customers. Okay, so for now from this data, so here we are trying to analyze it, right? Now I've been known. Okay, so previously I have not known. Like in this, how many have been? I thought like everyone will be having driving license. So, but few of the customers have been without driving license also. Okay, so that differentiation now I'm trying to see. Okay, and even other kind of columns. Okay, so let's say vehicle damage we have it or vehicle age, and okay, it's like category wise. Category means like instead of continuous kind of or infinite kind of values, category means like less values you can able to say it out also, or limited kind of values you can able to mention. Okay, so the strings are all like kind of limited values only, like kind of repeated values will be present. Okay, so even we can able to find out for vehicle age and vehicle damage. Okay, maybe for vehicle age, I think like I have been just seeing that column, like 1 to 2 years or less than 1 year. I mean the vehicle which is being bought. Okay, so vehicle is being bought means like it is less than 1 year, or it is between the age of 1 to 2 or beyond 2 years. You can able to differentiate. So how many number of customers which have been having the vehicle? What's the age you can able to find out? Okay, which has been more number of customers in this particular data, whether it's been beyond 2 years of vehicle age or between 1 to 2 or less than 1 year, like a kind of new vehicle. So you can able to differentiate that. So that also same thing. So you can just check it out. Let's do it here. Vehicle age dot value counts. Either you can able to loop or for now, just to differentiate for each and every column, I'm trying to apply it here. So you can see like most of the customers vehicles have been like between 1 to 2 years. You can say like this is like maximum. So almost like 1,60,000 customers have been like having that vehicle between this 1 to 2 years range only. I mean the age of that vehicle. Okay, and for less than 1 year, kind of like new vehicles. Okay, less than 1 year. So it is also a little bit of maximum, like 1 lakh of 30,000, and beyond 2 years, I mean maximum of 2 years, beyond 2 years. So number of customers having that vehicle is like very less, like 12,000 only they have to. Okay, so I can say like now from this data, so most of the people like between less than 1 year and 1 to 2 years of vehicle only they have it out, and like kind of almost like kind of new vehicles only. But beyond that 2 years, I mean like kind of old vehicles, only 12,000 of customers have been available. Okay, that's the difference we have. So by seeing that, now I can able to show, and even how many vehicle damages and so on. That is our own view, just to analyze it, and we can able to mention it out. So again, okay, so this value counts are like most commonly used one. Okay, so which I'm trying to use it, and you can select vehicle damages for both kind of yes or no. We have it right. So almost equal wise they have it out. Okay, so almost 3 lakhs of customers in that, equally like yes or no we have. So almost half of it is like damage kind of vehicles, maybe like small kind of damage also it might be, but it'll be accounting as a damage only. Okay, so in that way also they can able to show. Okay, so this is all like for our own understanding. Okay, so how we can able to apply and so on. So value counts is nothing but that particular category. Okay, so that particular category, how many number of times, and mostly for limited values column only we'll be trying to use this value counts. Okay, so a kind of category column is to mention. Okay, which has been strings, and for integers and for float and all, if it is like continuous values. Okay, so even we can say like for the let's say for feedback ratings, this for example, that is like kind of limited only. Maybe from 0 to 10, it will be present. So in that point of it, you can able to say. So like even for the integer values also, there is some kind of category only. But if it is like continuous values, like kind of infinity kind of values, then this value counts will not be used. Okay, so only for limited kind of views only they can able to say. Okay, so that is the only difference we had it. Okay, so in that point of it. All right. So now let's try to apply. So even other kind of columns which have been available, right? So you're trying to check it out. So let me see. So now for the age, let me try to apply. So age column is like continuous values, right? So let me check it out like minimum age and maximum age. Okay, and even which particular customer it is also you can able to find out, and whether the customer has been interested to buy the insurance or not from the old historical data you can able to gather. Okay, so for this particular project, mainly like an analysis will be much used compared to prediction wise. Analysis is more required here. That's why I'm trying to go here for this. So for minimum, it's very simple. So minimum age, okay. So for this data, minimum is like 20. They have been present in this data here. So minimum age of 20, because normally for driving lessons, 18 is kind of minimum age you can able to say. Okay, so normally and even now it's like 20 years of age and so on. And for maximum age wise in this particular data, I can able to say like 85. Okay, so according to the data only, I'm trying to see it. Okay, so in that way, so maximum age wise, I'm trying to mention. Okay, so now in this view, I have been known from 20 to, I mean, age of 20 to 85. Okay, so from age of 20 to 85, the customers have been available here. And that you can able to differentiate also, kind of interval you can able to do it. So 20 to, I mean, like 20 to 30, 30 to 40, so on. We can able to differentiate like young age, middle age people, and senior citizens. So in that way, we can able to differentiate and you can able to find out how many customers have been available. You can able to find out also. Okay, so there is a difference we have it. Okay, so let's try to apply it here. Okay, so first have been found, and if you want to see the which particular record it is, I mean minimum and maximum age. Okay, so you can able to apply it. So this to find out. So data of age, okay, equal to or you can able to make it like okay, so data of age dot minimum. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you can see like almost how I've been trying to apply it is like in the age column, equal to is nothing but equality we call it as. Equality means like in that particular age, where and all we have that equal value of minimum. So 20, where and all we have 20, those records I want to display it here. Okay, those customer data records I want to display. So almost like 4,959 records have been like of the age of 20. Okay, so you can able to find out easily. So just having given that analysis view. Okay, so now you can see that. Okay, so now we have been known. Previously, I thought like maybe 1 or 2, like 20 years and so on. So, but most of the time, like almost 4,000 find, almost like 5,000 records. Okay, so near to that only. Okay, so approximately like 5,000 customers data, or for actual views like 4,959 records. Right. So now minimum view and maximum age also can able to differentiate, and even in between age also you can able to differentiate and you can able to find out also. Okay. So between that interval, I'll show it out. And for maximum, I can able to give the same way we can able to relate equal to data of age dot max. Okay. So now you can see. So this is for the maximum. Okay, so maximum we have like an only less, I think, only almost 336 and 78. Okay, only 8 records or 8 customer data of age of 85. This is the corresponding information we had, and I can see like almost all have been like female only, right? So here in the gender wise for the maximum age wise, maybe like in the till the age of 85. So maybe like female have been having the driving license and that vehicle also for them. Okay, so that meaning the data has been present. For the previous, it's almost like 4,000, right? So 4,900 mixture of male and female. We have it. Okay, for the age of 20 for minimum age. Okay, so able to get it right. So what we are trying to apply it. So comparing with that for the age wise for minimum and the maximum view. Okay, so in that way we are trying to differentiate it. Right. So now okay, so this is for the minimum and maximum. Okay, so like similarly for interval. Okay, so which I've been mentioning, that is also one more point. For interval wise, you can able to differentiate. So till here, like mainly for the analysis view. Okay, so what and all we are trying to do, and even like kind of um, normal average you also can able to find out and so on. So let me apply it here. So data of, let's say data of age. Okay, so data of age greater than or equal to 20. This is one condition. Okay, so we are trying to give some condition. So my age greater than 20, and okay, so and I want it like data of age column. Okay, so be particular with your column names. It's a case sensitive. Okay, so be particularly with your column names here. So more case sensitive view only, and less than or equal to 30. Okay, so I want to display between age of 20 to 30 here. So those corresponding records information or customer data I want to display here, or even how many number of customers have been present between that age also can able to find out. So here you can see like almost 1,29,000. So we have total is like 3 lakh of records, right? So 3 lakh of customer data. In that almost you can say like near to that 50 percentage of 40% of the data can able to say. So 1,20,000 or 1,30,000 customers have been available between the age of 20 to 30. Okay, from the data only now I have been got a point. Okay, from 20 to 30, most of the customer data have been available here. Okay, and even you can able to trigger. So for the 30 to 40 and so on. Okay, so you can able to make it in this way. Okay, so that I'll just try to change it. So from 31, because already previous 30 we have been tried. So okay, the same thing. 40. Okay, so now we can see. So how many number of records or how many number of customers? So almost like 44,000 of customers have been available here. So for the age between 31 to 40. And similarly, so we can able to increase that as an interval. Okay, so we can able to give it as an interval. Okay, so or even from this also like a kind of distribution. So age distribution wise also can able to find out. So which particular age wise has been more customers have been available. Like frequency count. Okay, so we used to mention the distribution of the data. That is also one more point, which is like commonly technical word which is being used also. And further if you want to do that analysis also can able to relate like kind of annual premium we have it. Okay, so that annual premium like minimum and how many minimum premium was the value and maximum premium, and how many customers have been using that premium range, whether in the minimum more number of customers or in the maximum view and so on, or in between them. So that differentiation also we can able to make it. Okay, so this is also one more point just I want to add it here. So let me try it out for all the age, at least for this particular analysis for age wise. I'll try to relate here. So because it's almost till 85 age wise we have it, the data has been present. So from 41 to 50, 60,000. Okay, so almost now both from minimum to 50 can able to say. So 2 lakh of records has been crossed. And similarly for the 41, okay, so already 41 is then done. So 51 to 60, so 51 to 60 you can able to find out. Okay, so you can able to relate. Okay, so 36,000 of customers have been available. Maybe for senior as beyond you can able to select middle-aged people. So beyond middle-aged people has been a little bit less. Okay, so almost like engaged people and maybe till 40 or till 45 or till 60 almost. So have been available. Okay, so more number of customers have been available. You can able to see. Okay, so in that point you can able to differentiate also. And from 60 to 71, of course, yeah, it will be less. 22,000 customers have been available and so on. And from 70 to 85. Okay, so this we can able to differentiate. That's what I've been given. So till 85 we had it maximum, right? That's why I'm giving it as 85. Okay, so here 85. So almost like 12,000. So most of the which we have been seeing just now. Okay, so when we have been analyze it like from 20 to almost from 20 to 50. Okay, so I mean age wise from 20 to 50, most of the customers have been available between this range. Okay, so compared to that, right? So even kind of yeah. So this is like which we are trying to display, right? So data frame format, so similar to Excel view only, which we have been trying to viewable. Okay, it's like very much easy way only we are trying to do it. Okay, it's like kind of similar to the Excel format, yes. But through this programming and for this ML view, okay, so through this concept only you can able to apply, or to this particular packages and so on. So how you can able to apply it here? Okay, so for representation wise, I can able to show it out also the distribution which have been mentioned, right? So through Seaborn, we can able to represent. For now, as analysis, I'll try to represent here. Okay, so from this data, what and all points have been gathered. Okay, so by seeing that data, I was not able to specify, right? But now almost have been gathered like how many number of customers, like male and female. So most of the like male customers have been available, and driving license wise, by seeing that few customers have been like without the light driving license, like very few, like almost 600 something we had customers. And similar to the vehicle age wise, which have been seen like for the vehicle age, it is less than 1 year and 1 to 2 years have been more in this particular data. And beyond 2 years of vehicle age, so number of customers have been less. There is also difference. And damage wise, almost both the same, right? So yes or no, which has been present here. So damage wise for all the data, so vehicle damage almost equal only they had it. Okay, and further for response also you can able to find out. Okay, so if you try to apply your value counts, okay, so like how many have been interested to buy the insurance and not interested to buy the insurance from the previous old historical data. This is your historical old data. This is a train data which is being present. Previous customers data which has been already happened. Okay, there is a meaning of it, right? And okay, so for representation view, for now I'll just try to show it out here. So through Seaborn, okay, so through Seaborn distribution plot. Okay, so actually like uh, mainly for continuous values only they used to use it. Continuous means like infinite kind of values. Like let's say this age column we have. So many different age values we had. Okay, so for those kind of columns or those kind of fields, you can able to apply this distribution, and this will not be applicable. I mean, this plotting wise, which you are trying to do it, will not be applicable for the category columns. I mean, like a gender and this vehicle age we have it, and vehicle damage. For those things, you cannot able to apply in a very much format. But mostly, we'll be using for the continuous values. We can able to apply, but it will not be much related. Okay, so I show it out here. So cbond dot. So previously, actually, the names also has been changing actually. So like once they have been adding the updates for the pandas and numpy and so on. So dist plot, okay, so distribution plot. Previous they had that name as dist, dist. Okay, so now they have been changing that name also. So dist plot. So and we need to specify that column. So which column you are trying to do it. So date of age. Okay, so we need to specify that column name here. So this is the functionality. Okay, so it's like maybe new for you. Okay, so from Cbond, SNS, because previous you can see that library have been imported, right? So that's why that SNS have been used. Okay, maybe it's like newly might have been seen because matplotlib we have been seen. So for Cbond, a short name have been used as an SNS. Okay, so now we are trying to use it. So Cbond dot displot. Okay, so distribution plot. This is a full form of it. Previous it was dist. Now they have been changed. Actually, there's a difference. Sometimes the name of the functionality also changes. So now let me execute that. You can just check it out the outcome. Okay, so let me execute here. So based on the data only, the frequency count actually. So frequency count will be displayed. So you can see here easily that from between the age of from 20 to 30. Okay, so from 20 to 30, most of the customers, that's what 1 lakh of 29,000 some customers have been available, right? So starting we have been analyzed. Okay, that interval I was trying to mention 20 to 30 and so on. So we got like almost 1 lakh of corresponding, I mean, beyond 1 lakh 29,000 so on. Then between 30 to 40 was a little bit less, and for 40 to 50 is a little bit high number of customers have been available. Okay, so in that way we are trying to differentiate the count view. So distribution plot always displays the frequency count, and in between might be thing like a bit of bar and so on. So that is trying to take it like small intervals. Okay, so small intervals in that range, right? Sorry. So in that range wise they are trying to get here. Okay, so this can be applicable for other kind of continuous values columns also. Even for annual premium also can able to apply. Okay, so for annual premium, like it's like kind of price only, right? So the insurance price they are trying to use it. So that minimum and maximum that range also can able to trigger. Okay, that is also our interval wise. Okay, so this is one of it. Right. So and another one kind of count plot we can able to use it out. So for value counts we had it right. Same view count plot also, which is being most frequently used one. So count plot we used to mention. I'll show it out here. For category columns, mostly for the category columns only they used to apply it. So data of we have gender. So let's say here gender. Okay, so like kind of x-axis, and by default, y-axis will be taken that count itself. So previously I've seen, right? So male was been little bit high, male customers have been available, and for female little bit of less, but almost near that. Compared to that, male was being more number of customers in this particular data we had out here. Okay, so uh, so the point is like these two representation have been most frequent one. So one is for distribution to know about the data, and similar to that view, we had it for the count view. So that value counts we had the count format of it. So these two have been most repeated ones, so which I've been mentioning. And one more I want to add it here. So this will be for category columns or category fields. You can able to say category fields, and for distribution will be for the continuous value fields. Okay, so continuous value or continuous fields or continuous values fields, whatever maybe. I mean continuous column. So that's what infinite kind of values or infinite kind of columns we have, right? So for those columns, like age or region code or annual premium, we have it, and policy channel. Maybe policy channel also like kind of category, maybe limited or vintage. You can able to try it out. Vintage is like how many number of days for the particular customer present in that single insurance, that also you can able to find out. Okay, and other things almost like kind of category column only, which have been mentioned through the count plot, right? So same view or that object data type, so which we have been mentioned, right? So this is like through which through point of code language which we have been applied here. Okay, so this distribution plots and so on. Okay, and further with this, like the model which we are trying to is scientific learn and so on. Okay, so that is like a little bit lengthy view. So further we have, so mainly for analysis, which is being more representation point. Okay, so till here is like still we can able to make it as an in-depth view. Okay, so further how can able to relate and so on, so can able to make it as an in-depth view here. Okay, so okay, fine. So hope you have been trying it out. Okay, so hope you have been trying it out for this one, right? Right. Okay. So let me see how many I've been trying it out here. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's almost like, of course, graph is like for a kind of explanation wise will be very much easy, right? So there's a graph view. Okay, and even through functionality wise also you can able to do it. Yeah, yes, Pradeep. So machine learning is like companies for predicting is suppose decision by the customer, of course, yes. But previously from the old data, right? So from the old data, we are trying to use it out here. That is the historical data which we have been trying to. That's the historical data. You can able to mention it out. Yes, exactly. Of course. So when you're trying to apply like one by one, so for a particular data and so on, then you can able to come to know. Okay, so how we are trying to give it and so on, you can able to add it here. Okay, so I hope like at least a few main important points which you have been gathered. Okay, so like a kind of analysis, mainly how analysis we are trying to. This is what I was trying to relate here for today. Okay, so try to mark your attendance. Okay, so I just want to mention it here. Okay, so I'll just show it once. Okay, here. Okay, so in your YouTube, okay, so when you have been viewing that YouTube part of it, so right, so here below the description point, so try to click on this link, okay. Okay, so try to click on this like everything has been in one place. Okay, so when you have been trying to click on, so you'll be trying to open in a particular page where your progress report, like daily if you have been attending the session and so on, by marking your attendance view and so on, the progress will be improving it here. Okay, so once you can see here for this, even for the present for the day 5, so even I'll try to mark the attendance here. Okay, so based on your upon the session interest which you have been going, so you can able to refer to your friend. Okay, so let's say I've been marking it here, and if you have been interested, you can able to mark. So okay, so like for the particular program from our let's upgrade and so on. Okay, so you can able to mark it here, and if required, so anything improved and so on. Okay, and you can able to submit your attendance here. Okay, so once it has been submitted, and of course, if you have been beyond 50 of progress, okay, so which have been maybe, of course, many of them have been joined, have been continually they are trying to view our bootcamp sessions and so on. Okay, so you have been continuing traveling with us. So then beyond 50, so of course, you can see here it will be generating that certificate. Okay, so now almost I got like 71, right? So 71% of it and so on, progress wise. And even your assignments depends on the assignments view also. Okay, so now you can click on your generate certificate. Okay, so let me click on this generate certificate here. Okay, so I think everyone has been trying to see it now. So let me check on here. So you can able to display. So where you want to again, so same format, downloading a certificate, and you can able to recommend and so on. So let me try it out. So similar to that mark attendance what we had, right? Same format. And now you can click on download certificate. Okay, so let's review here. Okay, so now in this like so all the corresponding details later on for you it will be trying to display it here. So name of the certificate and address and so on. You can able to edit and then you can able to unlock. So already we have like 50 percentage of it, right? So then you can able to unlock based on that. Okay, so in that view, so you can able to generate your own certificate here. So here we have it. So download that particular certificate and so on, and then you can able to get downloading that. I mean your certificates you can able to receive it here. So try to mark your attendance and submit your assignments and so on, and then you can able to find your generate certificate. Okay, so now you can receive your certificate, and of course, so what and all you have been learned, it might be basic or advanced and so on. Okay, so try to make this a practice view. Okay, so try to make this a practice and uh, find out like an updates also. So even the upcoming sessions views and so on, we try to make it as an updates view. Right, so hope it was like an useful session for you. And yeah, of course, even it was kind of interaction with many of the students which have been newly have been have some interacted view here. So Pradeep and many others, of course. Yeah, so Subhas, right? So Shreya saying so many have been available here. So it was nice having a good session, and it's like interacting ways wise. And thank you so much, right? So try to improve, and all the best for your future and so on, and be happy, and have a weekend. Okay, so take care, right? So thank you so much, right? So thank you, Abhijit. Yes, bye, take care. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.